So why invest? Well, to make money, of course. Solved. Turn off the video. We're done. We figured it out. It's not just about money and making money when it comes to investing. There is a lot more to it. One thing about being rich is the difference between having a lot of money and a lot of wealth. Investing is about wealth, while having money is about having a vehicle where you can transfer it for goods and services. And when you have a lot of money, you have a lot of opportunities to transfer it for goods and services and then suddenly not have any more money. Having wealth is really about having a money machine where more money comes in. And as time goes on, your lifestyle and decisions on money change. For the first step, when you're becoming an adult and you're a normal person in America that may not have much money or income, the investments you start off with are a great supplement to your income. Each time you add $1,000 of investments, you're gaining another $100 a year in returns and dividends, typically on average, without really much research. If you do more research and get honed in on how to invest, you can up that and do even better in the stock market. It's all completely up to you. As time goes on and you invest more, it changes from being an income supplementation to financial freedom, where you're making money based on your investments and your time and your livelihood can be changed and altered to be more about what you want to do. This doesn't come easy, but it's really helpful to start going in that direction for everybody. Finally, the most important reason to invest goes beyond making money and having wealth. It really comes down to power. Very important that power is distributed to people and not just the top wealthy people. It seems to work. In America, everyone has one vote when it comes to our politics, and it seems to have helped us. We seem to be like the top country in the world currently in Q4 2020. Having that same ability for people to make those decisions and share in power is very important, but it has to be earned when it comes to investing. It has to be invested in, unfortunately or fortunately. Probably fortunately, to be honest, because I think we can figure all this out. When you own a company, you have voting rights in that company for the most part. Some of them have some weird rules and bylaws, but for the most part, you have the right to vote on key policy for the company and for key leadership in the company. That means the board of directors, the final top layer of the leaders of a company. Those leaders you pick as a shareholder in that company, and then they hire and fire the CEOs of those companies, and those CEOs hire and fire the management of those companies. So pretty much when you have a share of a company, you're the ultimate boss of that company. You're ultimately the one that makes the decisions on the top leaders of that company. And this is not just a sound good thing. If a lot of people invest in a company and they utilize their vote, they can really make changes to companies. Even the threat of voting out a board can really change the way a board acts and their behavior. The other reason why you should invest more is your choice of how resources are used in a company. These companies own a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. They own a lot of land, they own a lot of machinery, and they hire and fire a lot of people. The way they treat those people, the way they treat that land is really based on the direction the board of directors have, and those board of directors are hired and fired by the shareholders. So ultimately, it's up to you as the shareholder to make your voice heard so you can steer these companies in the directions you want. Now, majority of the time, I'm very realistic about capitalism and greed. I think it's a good thing to have capitalism and greed. And you really need to make sure that your leaders in these companies are being efficient, they're not wasting money, and they're making more money, because then you will make more money as the investor. Having that greed and capitalism mentality as a shareholder is very useful, so you can make more money and generate more wealth for yourself. However, there's a certain point where there's things that are more important than wealth and money. Money is just, at the end of the day, quite artificial if you think about it. Those companies make real decisions on how resources are used and managed and how people in these companies are treated. People in China and other countries, they aren't treated that nicely by companies. Let's be real, even in America, people aren't treated that well in big companies. It takes a lot for companies to treat their employees well. And when you vote for the people at the top level, you have a say on how those resources are treated, those lands and those people. So when you think about investing, don't just think about how much money you can make, because it's going to happen. It's the markets. It's a big money machine at the end of the day. All you got to do is invest in it and make wise decisions, and you can do just fine. It's more than just that. It's about your voice. If you're in America where you listen to this right now, you only have half your voice right now if you're not investing. You have the right to vote in politics, which lets you make choices on the resources that the US government has. That's a small portion of all the resources. You really need to consider investing so that you can have your voice in the resources that companies own as well. My name is Chester Johnson. I'm the co-founder of StockTeamUp.com. Please subscribe to our channel, Stock Team Up, and we do new videos every week. Thanks for watching.